Hi there, I'm Paul Burden with RAM 3D. You may have attended one of our training classes and be familiar with the training guides that we use. They contain some great instructional content and they give you opportunities to work through typical hands-on examples as you learn the software. You may not be aware that we also offer this learning content in an online format. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to show you how to use our learning content through our online Productivity Now e-learning portal. So let's get started. Okay, I'm logged into the Productivity Now eLearning portal as a brand new user. I can access my user profile by selecting the User Information button up in the top right-hand corner. On this screen, I'm able to change my password and also change or upload a new profile picture. Back on the home page as a new user, I can see that I'm not currently enrolled in any courses. So I'm going to go over to the Asset Library area here on the left-hand side and expand the Ascent Courses node. Ascent is our sister division that develops all of this learning content. This will list all the software products that I have available to me. The courses available will depend on the e-learning bundle or subscription that's been purchased. For this example, I'm going to select Creo Parametric. The Creo Parametric Assets page appears. The software version for which there are learning assets available will be listed here at the top. So for Creo Parametric, currently I have courses or learning paths available for 4.0 and 3.0. For the 4.0, which I have selected here, there's currently 14 learning paths available to me. Learning paths in Productivity Now are collections of mini courses, which are equivalent to the chapters of a training guide. If I know the name of the learning path that I want to enroll in, I can enter the name up here in the filter section. So for example, if I start typing the word advanced, you can see that the list of learning paths is filtered to just show me those that contain that keyword. I can clear this field to bring back the full list of learning paths again. Since I'm a new user to Creo Parametric, I'm going to start with the Introduction to Solid Modeling learning path. Before I decide to enroll in the learning path, I can review the description for it as listed here, and I can also come down and open up each of the courses that are included in the learning path to see the list of topics that are included in those. Now to begin using the content, I have to enroll, so I can enroll in either the courses, the individual courses here in the learning path, or I can select to enroll in the entire learning path. Since I'm a new user to Creo Parametric, I'm going to select the Enroll in All button up here in the top right-hand corner. When I enroll, I can choose to select or enter a completion date, and what that'll do is it'll provide me with reminders as I get close to that date. I can also just leave that blank so I don't have any due date set for the course. Once I'm enrolled, you'll see these Go to Course buttons show up here next to each of the courses in the learning path, and I can select on any of those to jump right to that area of content. I'm going to start right at the beginning here and select the Go to Course button for the course at the beginning of the learning path. In the learning path environment, I can now start using the content. The content from the course topics will appear here in the main area. If I scroll down, you'll see some navigation buttons that enable me to move from one topic to the next. I can also select a topic over here in the course tree on the left-hand side to jump to it. You can see as I view different topics in the course, a little green check mark appears here to indicate that I viewed that topic previously. Our courses will typically provide one or more topics to introduce and explain a feature or concept. Some courses for Creo and Autodesk software may include video assets to demonstrate features and concepts. These narrated videos are streamed directly from Productivity Now. The video control areas here at the bottom enable you to display the video in a full screen mode, and you can also see these controls here that enable you to speed up and slow down the playback speed for the video. Most courses in our learning paths will include one or more hands-on practice exercises that give you a scenario to work through in the software using the knowledge that you gain through the course. These practices include step-by-step guidance and will include a link to download any files that are required. In this case, I can download and open the files that are needed for this practice in Creo Parametric. Finally, at the end of each course in the learning path, I can test my knowledge with a set of review questions. These multiple choice and true-false questions enable me to check that I understood the key concepts presented in the course. I'm not required to complete the entire learning path during my session, so the next time I log in, my learning path with the list of courses I'm enrolled in will appear here on my home page. I can select the learning path and return to it, and it'll always take me back to the first unviewed topic in the learning path. Back on the home page, there's a search field at the top that enables me to find courses and learning paths related to specific topics that I might be interested in. If I'm trying to create a swept surface in CATIA, for example, I can enter the term here in the search field and press enter. On the results page, I can use the library filters that appear here on the left-hand side to narrow down the results to the specific software and version that I'm interested in. I can expand the learning path to see the various courses that cover the topic that I'm searching on, and then I can select on a course to view it. Once I look at the topics that are included in the course here on the listing that appears, I can choose to enroll in that course, or again, I can go back up to the top and enroll in the entire learning path that course belongs to. On the learning paths and courses, you'll see these little share icons. You can click on that, and this gives you a way to copy a link to that learning path or that course to share it with somebody. So you can copy the link and paste it into an instant messaging text session, for example. And that way, anybody that also has access to Productivity Now can follow that link to the course or learning path. Here's an option where you can share it by email. You can also share these courses and learning paths to your assets. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll go back out to the home page. Back on the home page, your saved assets are going to be listed over here on the right-hand side. This is a way for you to save a list of favorite courses or learning paths and generate a list of shortcuts so you can return to those easily. You can edit your list by selecting the My Assets heading. Anytime you can remove assets from your list by selecting the Edit Assets link here at the top, and then you'll see a Remove button next to anything that you added in here. From the My Assets page, you can also download content for offline viewing. If I'm going to be somewhere where I don't have internet access, for example, I can download a course or an entire learning path to my PC so I can keep on learning. The first time you do this, you're going to be prompted to download and install the Pinnacle Series User Tools, which includes an offline viewer application. The assets you download will be available to you in the Pinnacle Series Offline Viewer for 14 days, and then it's going to expire and you won't be able to open it. You'll have to download it again. After it's installed on your PC, you can launch that viewer application from your computer start menu by selecting Pinnacle Series Offline Viewer in the Pinnacle Series User Tools folder. If you're on a team of people that has access to Productivity Now, you can also use Workgroups to share a list of assets. To do that, I'm going to click the briefcase icon here at the top on the right-hand side. This is going to enable me to create a new work group. In this example, I'm going to give the work group the name of Engineering. You can see here that I can give it a description, and I can upload an image if I wish to before saving it. Once the work group is created, I can add members to it. So over here on the right-hand side, I can click on this Edit Members link to add others. And I can add them as editors, so those are people who can edit the asset list, or I can add people as users, and they would have read-only access to the asset list. Now, when I go back out to one of my courses, I can click on that share icon, and this time it's going to give me a new option that will enable me to share this learning path or this course to the work group that I belong to. So I'll go ahead and do that and add it to the engineering work group. And now any of the other people that are in that work group will see that list. So again, I can create a favorites list or a work list of courses that I want my team to go through and add them to the work group. From anywhere in Productivity Now, I can select on the square academic cap icon here in the top right hand corner to take me to the Learning Center. And this will have a list of all the learning paths assets and the courses that I'm enrolled in. I can even download completion certificates for any courses that I've successfully completed. These are listed here at the bottom, so you can see I have one for the Creating Sketches course from this Introduction to Modeling course for CATIA V5. So those can be downloaded and then opened up in a PDF viewer. You can see a list of the course and the name of the learning path that it was included in. In order to access a certificate, you need to have achieved at least 70% on the review questions and have viewed every topic in the course. Finally, back on our home page, we provided some links to our RAN3D website, to our blogs, which are written by our expert instructors, and a link to our training class schedule. You can also access recordings of webcasts that are delivered by our instructors in this RAN3D Resources Asset Library. These recordings are updated regularly, so we encourage you to check back here frequently to see the latest videos that have been added to that library. Thanks for spending the last few minutes with me touring Productivity Now. If you want more information about the portal and the e-learning we offer, please contact us at training@ran.com or visit our website ran3d.com. Thanks for watching.